Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. Now, the content that I'm going to show you on this Saturday morning is something that could unravel state assault weapons bans across the board. And the irony of ironies, it's because of the ATF's new rule. You are not going to want to miss this. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to show you what we've got going on here. Now, if you are a new or returning viewer, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and turning the notification bell on. We need as many people as we can to get into the trenches with us so we can pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation. And thank you so much in advance for your consideration. Now, today's content is brought to us by our returning sponsor, SDI. I'm going to say a quick word, and then we are going to hit it. Now, I know a lot of you out there like to modify and upgrade your own guns. And if you're looking for a way to take your hobby to the next level, Sonoran Desert Institute can help. Their online programs cover everything from gunsmithing, ballistics, woodworking and finishes, shooting sports management, and more. Plus, all the tools and materials are shipped directly to your door. There's never been a better time to turn that hobby into a career, so what are you waiting for? There's a link in the description box below, and thank you so much to SDI for making this content possible. But my brothers and sisters, as I mentioned, we have got to dive into this because the big buzz over the last 2 weeks is the ATF's infringement on the Second Amendment through interpretation and rules. Well, wouldn't it be irony of ironies if a new lawsuit coming out of Connecticut showed a template to basically invalidate assault weapon bans across the board? That is what is at stake. Everything is linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one. Let's hit it. Here is what we're talking about. This is a new lawsuit filed by the Connecticut Defense League, right? Connecticut Citizens Defense League. This is an emergency motion for temporary restraining order for a preliminary injunction. Now, this is the key point. The preliminary injunction I'm about to show you is targeting the assault weapons ban at the state level of Connecticut, but it's at an emergency level because the ATF changed all the rules, which makes a bunch of individuals who were perfectly legally compliant before in Connecticut now felons if this continues, because it moves them from an other weapons category into an assault weapons category in Connecticut. That's the very high level, but let me walk you through what this is doing and what this could mean for all other states. If you were behind the blue curtain, this could be some good news. All right, let's dive into this. So the first thing, here's what they're requesting. The plaintiffs filed this action on September 29th, 2022. This is the original assault weapons ban injunction challenge, seeking a declaratory judgment that Connecticut's assault weapons ban is unconstitutional and seeking a permanent injunction against enforcement of that ban. On Tuesday, January 31st, 2023, this is the important part, the United States Justice Department, through the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, published a new rule in the Federal Register. That is the ATF Pistol Brace rule, effective immediately redesignating a class of firearms known as any other firearm, or simply others, as either rifles or short-barreled rifles depending on the length. That's the important part. Because of the reclassification through Chevron deference and interpretation from the ATF, this now puts different categories falling under a Connecticut assault weapons ban, which makes a lot of people go from legal into immediately illegal under penalty of felony. This is where the emergency injunction relief is stemming from. This is the key point, and it has merit. That's what I'm excited about. For most people in the United States who own other firearms with short barrels, the new ATF rule requires that they register their firearms with the ATF or replace the short barrel with a longer one. We've hit that ad nauseum. Those with others with barrels of 16 inches or greater need not do anything in response to the rule. But this is the important part. However, redesignating others as any type of rifle pushes them within the definition of assault weapons ban in Connecticut. So you've taken something that was not an assault weapons ban in Connecticut, and now it's firmly in assault weapons ban because of ATF interpretation. Was legal is now not legal. Immediate injury is applicable. That's where the emergency motion comes from. This is really big because if you zoom out a little bit and you look at New York, New Jersey, California, Illinois, all these states have similar assault weapons bans, but it falls under the exact same purview. This has legs. We'll see where it goes, though. Others were legal in Connecticut and did not fall under the assault weapons ban because they were neither rifles, shotguns, nor pistols, each of which, in the relevant configuration, falls within the definition of assault weapon. Until January 31st, 2023, Connecticut residents, including the plaintiffs, lawfully owned and peaceably used tens of thousands of others. So tens of thousands of plaintiffs. This is crucial because it's a big, big swath of people. Like all legal firearms purchased in Connecticut, each other was purchased with the express approval of the Connecticut Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection Special Licensing and Firearms Unit as of January 31, 2023. Those tens of thousands of previously legal firearms are assault weapons, the simple possession of which is now a felony. Do you see the groundwork? Do you see what's being laid out? Because of the ATF's new interpretation change, it changes all the designations at the state level, again reinforcing the point that the ATF has now moved tens of thousands of people in Connecticut into felon status through their interpretation because of state assault weapon bans. That's a problem. And here's the last thing, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think because I hope I landed this plane. Now the plaintiffs are at immediate risk of being arrested and prosecuted for possession of illegal assault weapons under the very laws that they have asked the court to declare unconstitutional. This change in the law has now forced the plaintiffs to seek emergency relief from the court to protect them and others like them from arrest or prosecution under those laws. That's the premise here. Connecticut could have just started the process to make assault weapon bans invalidated in California, Illinois, Maryland, New York, New Jersey, California, Illinois. Say a few of those a couple times, but the whole point is anywhere there's an assault weapons ban, this might be an applicable tactic to demolish those through the ATF's interpretation and overreach. Irony of ironies. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.